Hi, hello, rubies. It's very good to see you all again today. Okay, so for starters, I want to talk about the energy before this reading, before I started this message. So, a couple days ago, about like a day or so ago, I had my door open of the car, right, and that was a whole bunch of blackbirds that just flew over, by the way. I was gonna mention them, but I guess Spirit wants me to mention them now. So, blackbirds, crows, ravens, magpies, corvids in general are very, very important for this collective. But I had my door open for something, right? And a whole bunch of flies got into my car. And flies are very much, what do you call it? Signs of karmic energy, right? They can mean signs from specific from specific deities such as Loki, but it really just depends on the energy and the time and the place that these flies appear, and the way that they appeared and the energies that I was feeling in that moment, it was very much karmic energy. So I came out here before starting this reading and I wanted to burn some incense in my car. Well, for the life of me, I could not get the coal to start. Like, I could not get it to ignite. So it would be warm to burn my herbs. So I was like, okay. So I ended up having to completely change the disc out. And I was able to get it to work. And immediately after I got it to work, the flies in the car were trying to buzz out, fly out. There's still a few left in here that didn't quite get out the windows, but they're still trying to get out of the car. So there goes one right there. I do apologize for that. But that is very, very synchronistic, and Spirit wanted me to bring that up to you guys. Now, I was channeling up until the point that I came into the car, obviously, and immediately we had a lot of music coming in. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read you some of the lyrics from specific songs that were popping up. But before I tell you about these songs, first of all, confirmation burp. I wanted to tell you guys that confirmation burp again. Okay, Spirit. There were some shows and themes and things like that were coming in as well. So first of all, we have early 2000s, early old, whatever you want to call it. Very, very, very significant for this collective. You could have either been born during that time or that was just like really significant time in your life. And even if it wasn't anything like super big going on, there was definitely still things that you enjoyed within like the culture, whether that be music or shows or books or things like that came out during that time. Specifically, I was getting the Twilight Saga, so whether that's the book or the movies, I was channeling more so the movies, but both are significant. I was getting the show Vampire Diaries and the show that connects to it, the originals, which all of these are very much heavily with implied to the supernatural, werewolves, vampires, witches, things like that. I was also getting the show Teen Wolf, and there's Once Upon a Time that was coming through as well. So those were the main little like shows and movies and sagas that were coming in. Also old Disney movies I'm hearing, but take it wherever it resonates. For artists specifically that we had coming in, we had Fall Out Boys, specifically their song Phoenix, coming through. We had Green Day, I'm hearing American Idiot by them. We had Linkin Park, we had Evanescence, the Hollywood, I believe is what they're called. We had Maroon 5, specifically their song Animals. And we had the song Phoenix by Stray Kids coming through, as well as their song Ceremony. Now for the songs that I got specifics lyrics for, oh, yes, thank you, Spirit. So one of them that's also really important, it's a genre of music. There goes another little blackbird. And it's League of Legends and or Valorant music was really important as well. That was coming through. Also, those games in general could be important. It doesn't have to be their music. But I was mainly channeling the music. For one of the songs from League of Legends, I got the song called Gods, and it's by New Jeans, which they're a K-pop group, so K-pop might be significant to your Asian cultures. And I specifically got the lyrics. I'm on my knees, pray for glory. Anyone read this underdog story? I can't lose myself again. Help me raise this heart unbreakable. And the other songs that I was getting were all Linkin Park songs. And so we had The Emptiness Machine, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of this emptiness machine. The emptiness machine. 7:17 as I looked up at the timer. Then we also had What I've Done by Linkin Park. Put to rest what you thought of me while I clean the slate with the hands of uncertainty. So let mercy come and wash away what I've done. I'll face myself to cross out what I've become, erase myself, and let go of what I've done. And these were some very interesting openings to the channeled message. Oh, yes, there was one last song they wanted, 7:55, so I looked up at the timer. And it's Heavy as the Crown by Linkin Park. And basically the lyric that I was getting from this is, because I'm tired of explaining what the joke is, this is what you asked for. I'm also getting their this one specific line, and it's fire in the sunrise, ashes raining down, which this very much fits with the Phoenix that I kept getting in the songs. We had Phoenix by Stray Kids as well as Phoenix by Fall Out Boy coming through. And if you guys are new here, hi, hello. My name is Zora. Very nice to see you. Glad this video found you. But in case you, once again, are new and you don't know, my collective, almost every single time that I pull from my Oracle of the Bird deck, you almost always get the Phoenix. And so here's what I'm channeling from the songs. For the first song, the League of Legends song, I'm basically getting that you guys have been through some shit, okay? You've been through it, okay? You've been through hell and back. It's been a journey. You've been the underdog. You have been the underdog. And there were many, many, many times where you were down on your knees praying for something, anything more than what you were going through or what you were living. And as I'm saying, there's a fly trying to climb on my my left leg, which is the divine feminine. So it could have been wounds surrounding women, or it could have been, and when I say this, I mean like it could have been like women, whether they were in your family or teachers, friends, coworkers, whatever it may have been, who wounded you like this. Or it could have been things that were passed down the generations through your feminine side. And even if you're a man or you don't identify as a woman, it's okay, because you still could have gotten these feminine wounds passed down from your lineage. And there were many times where you were just praying for more, because you were on the brink of, trigger warning, but you were on the brink of, I'm hearing death. It was, you were hanging on by a thread, and the divine wants you to know that they heard you, and you've now moved past this energy, and they are so proud of you. And you know how in the lyrics it says, I'm on my knees, begging for or praying for glory or something like that? I don't know, I'd have to look at it specifically again. Well, you're in your glory era. You're in your glory era. You have gotten it. You've done it. Another thing they're wanting me to tell you, as I'm trying to tell you this, there's another fly now trying to climb on my right leg, which is the divine masculine side. So we're not even going to tap into the energy. Spirit says it's not even worth it. But with the other songs that I was getting, for the heavy is the crown, I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you asked for, basically. This is what you asked for line. This is the universe basically telling you, like, this is what you've asked for. We've received the message. We received your prayers. Here it is, babes. And goats could be very significant, by the way. Two of the neighbors' goats were playing. But anyways, and as for I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is you guys. This is your energy towards other people. And when I say other people, I mean karmics, or people that are just not good for you, and people you have let go of, and just, yeah. As I'm saying this, I want to sneeze, which sneezing releases spiritual energy that's stagnant. Yeah, you've released these people, because you got tired of it. You were done. You got tired of it, which completely valid, and Spirit is proud of you for standing up for yourself and being like, enough is enough. I'm done. We're done. We're over. I can't take this anymore. Go away. I'm literally hearing you, like, put your hand up and be like, please stop talking. Please. I can't take it anymore. Shut up. Respectfully, shut up. Which is valid. As for the What I've Done song, the lyrics there, basically what I'm getting from that is that you've released so much. You have faced your shadow, you've done the inner work, and you've forgiven, you've let go. And part of this was letting go of this person or these people and these situations and things that were not good for you. And yeah, Spirit is so proud of you. I'm proud of you, because that's a hard thing to do, but you did it. 1414 as I looked up at the timer. And for the last song that they had me channel specific lyrics from, why can't I think of what it's called? The Emptiness Machine. There we go. That song is basically talking about old energies, old things that you have released. And part of that was people pleasing. It was you being a doormat to people, which, as I'm saying this, that fly is trying to climb on my right leg again. Um, you guys, you used to be major, massive people pleasers. You were doormats for people. It was just, it was not good. It was not good. But you've finally taken your power back and you've stopped and healed those wounds that were causing you to act that way. And now you stand 10 toes down and tell people, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm setting my boundaries. No, you're not listening. As I'm saying that, you guys probably just saw that there was a fly that tried to fly up in here. You guys are heavily, heavily protecting yourself, protecting your peace. And once again, Spirit's really proud of you because that cycle, and I'm especially hearing going back to the feminine wounds, whether it was wounds that you learned this lifetime or stuff that was passed down your lineage, because it happens. It does happen. And you guys are generational curse breakers. You guys are the black sheep of the family. You guys are the ones who do the unconventional. You step outside the lines. You think out of the box. You move about life differently. And that's a beautiful thing because you're meant to. It's who you are. And Spirit's so proud of you because the thing is, you could have continued to try and ignore who you actually are, which is this person that doesn't fit into the norm because you're your own beautiful, creative little being and you're authentic to yourself and your soul. But interesting that the back of my head started scratching as I said that. But you guys, you couldn't, and you stayed the path. And once again, Spirit's so proud of you for doing so because that was a hard thing to do. And yeah, they're saying stand up, rise up, baby. Somebody's nickname could be Jelly Bean. I've been getting that a lot recently, and I think it's from like a grandmother or a great aunt. Ooh, girl, get out of here. Yeah. These energies, these people, these places, and things that you've let go, they're not happy about it. They're not happy about it, but we don't care. We don't care because, too bad, so sad. Go on your own healing journey. Maybe if you didn't treat me like crap and you weren't, karmic, then we wouldn't be here in this situation. Also, the fact that fly was really adamant about getting in my face, you might have some people right now trying to like genuinely like argue with you or get in your face about things. 1808 as I looked up at the timer, and you're done. It's like, it's that movement of you putting your hand up being like, respectfully, shut up. I've had enough. Go away. We're over. It's done. I've had enough. Also, Spirit wants me to point out my sword ring that I'm wearing. And I'm getting the Two of Swords from the tarot. And basically, right now, you're holding up those swords to these people, and you're like, no. I said what I said. I've placed these boundaries. I've released you. I've let go. Go away. I'm done. I've been done. Enough is enough. I don't have time for this shit anymore. We're done. We're over. Enough. And Spirit wants you to know that they are backing you up. And 1911, as I looked up at the timer. Interesting that I said 9/11 though. But, Spirit's always backing you up. Your spirit team's the universe. But right now, they are especially, like, I'm literally seeing them putting their hands, I can't really do it in the car, but they're putting their hands on your shoulder from behind, and they're grounding you, like, helping to ground you and, like, gently holding you, and it's such a strong, beautiful presence. And they're letting you know, like, we've got you. Keep doing it. Keep setting those boundaries. Keep doing you, because that's what you're supposed to do right now. Good job. Also, They want me to point out the little rock that I've been playing with. I don't know what type of rock this is. If you guys know, that's great. But I just found it on the ground one day and I cleaned it up and I just have it. It's like the perfect little like natural palm stone, but that's what I've been playing with. But yeah, Spirit's so proud of you. Also, the colors red are very significant, as well as the colors purple, amethyst as well. I'm wearing my amethyst moon necklace again. I'm also hearing moons or moon energy is very significant, especially since a lot of the shows and the things that I was channeling earlier were things that have to do with the supernatural, specifically werewolves. So wolves in general could be significant. Werewolves could be the supernatural, fairy tales, folklore, things like that. Yeah. There were also some other names that were coming through that they want me to mention before I go ahead and pull some cards, and that was the name Ashley, Brittany. I'm hearing Bean Bean, which kind of goes back to the like jelly bean. Ashire is an interesting one. Lila. Anthony. Montonio. Derek. And Cynthony or Samantha. Those are coming through. Or even like I'm hearing like symphonies, like music wise. Music is very important for this collective, which I see you. I'm also hearing Brian. Yeah. That's all that's coming through. Also the months June through July could be really significant, which was up until last month. There goes that fly again. 22:33 as I looked up at the timer. If you see me get distracted, it's because I'm trying to get them out of my car. Anyways, there it went. Okay, they're wanting me to pull you guys some cards and some runes, and then I think that'll be it for the message. But let's go ahead and see first. Okay. Yes, we're gonna get some affirmation oracle in here first. Okay. What is it that my collective needs to hear today? As always, only that of love and light energy and of the universe spirit teams is allowed in here, and only that which serves the highest good. So mote to be. The color green could be really significant for you guys as well, I'm hearing. Okay. Gone ahead and grabbed all the cards that they wanted me to grab. Okay, Felix. The name Felix could be really significant. Also, Felix is a member of Stray Kids, so Stray Kids is definitely significant, or K-pop in general. Or the name in general. Also, what I was gonna say is Spirit really wants me to focus on the song Phoenix by Fall Out Boys. That song is really, really important. They're really urging you guys to listen to that one. I'm really hearing you guys could be going through a throat block or moving through throat block at the moment, especially since you've been purging. And I'm also hearing this could be related to the fact that you've been really like standing 10 toes down on business, setting those boundaries and things, and you're not quite used to it yet, and so you're still moving through that, which perfectly okay. Spirit says it's okay, you're doing great. Keep at it. But I'm hearing the lyrics like, I'm gonna raise you like a phoenix. I'm gonna raise you like a phoenix. Doesn't it feel? That part specifically, 25:33. So I looked up the timer. That's probably not the correct lyrics, but anyways, that's the main part of the song they're really wanting you to focus on. But time to get into the affirmation oracle. What are you going to do with all that dark? Find a way to grow in it. Amanda Tironi. And this one is brown. And this is just confirmation that you guys have done the work. You faced your shadow. You have alchemized. You really have gone through your dark night of the soul and through all these paths and trudges and trudges. I'm hearing like hedges, like the fence hedges made out of those like bushes and trees and plants and things. So that's significant for somebody out there. But you guys, you trekked through the mud, through the forest, through the thistles, and you did it. Here you go. Also, the brown and the red, that's the root chakra. So right now you're very grounded in yourself, which makes sense because you've been standing on business, like literally standing, being grounded, being firm in who you are and your beliefs and what you're going to tolerate and not tolerate. Also, the color yellow is very significant, specifically yellow flowers or weeds. Yellow also has to do with the solar plexus, which is confidence. Which that's what you guys are right now. You're very, very confident in yourselves and who you are, and Spirit's so proud of you for that. These flies, man. But Spirit keeps telling me to just ignore them. And so that's 27:22 as I looked up at the timer. That's also Spirit telling you, like, these people, just keep setting up these boundaries. Keep telling them off. Keep telling them no. Just respect your own peace and just ignore it. Ignore it. Breathe. Cleanse. Ground in yourself. That's all you gotta do. May our trials end in full bloom. Through your beginning. Interesting. You guys have entered 28. As I looked up at the timer. You guys have entered this new beginning of your new timeline, your highest, most abundant timeline. You stepped through the beginning already. You stepped through that threshold of your old life to this new one. And you've just barely stepped through, which is why everything's kind of like, whew. But it's okay, because you're grounded in yourself and you're confident. And Spirit's telling you, great job. 28:28 as I looked up at the timer. May your trails end in full bloom. Though your beginning might be humble, the end will be more prosperous. BTS, So Far Away. And this one is in gold, which I associate with the crown chakra or aura in general. Some people consider it to be like solar plexus, sacral. It all depends on you. Also, BTS, once again, K-pop or Asian music or folklore or culture and things like that are very significant. Be what you want to be, not what others want to see. Park Jimin. This one is also in gold. What I'm getting from this card is you've done this. You've stopped living for other people and doing things that other people wanted you to do, and you're like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm hearing my way or the highway, my way or the highway. I don't know what song that is, but you're like, no, I'm done. I'm done not being authentic to myself. I'm done dealing with all this BS. I'm done. I'm over it. 25, interesting. 25:29 is what came into my mind. I was trying to say 29:29 as I looked up at the timer, but anyways. Plant trees that you will never sit under the shade of. Markiplier. And this one is also in gold. This is, honestly, what I'm hearing from this is that all the work that you have done, especially regarding those, I'm hearing mother wounds, but I was going to say the feminine wounds in general, especially for the people who have had it passed down from them or to them from their lineage, or maybe even from like past life, or maybe even if you have kids or want kids and you weren't exactly given something, like it wasn't passed down to you, but you gained the trauma, you know, just living your life. Spirit's telling you that these trees that you are planting, the things that you are doing, it's going to help future generations, and not just your own generation of your own family, whether that is, you know, you having kids, or I'm even hearing like other family members of yours having kids. They're not going to suffer this specific wound anymore because you've done the work and you've cleared it out. But also all this work and this divine being and everything that you're doing and stepping into and following your path. And I feel like a lot of you have been really tapping into your gifts lately, specifically your spiritual ones, which Spirit's very proud of you for. They are, it's gonna help. It's gonna help future generations because it's gonna help other people than just you. They're wanting me to give an example of, if you can hear my stomach growling, I apologize. That's that solar plexus energy again. I used to be really insecure when it came to my gifts, and I used to think that my voice didn't mean anything, and that, you know, like, I used to think to myself, like, well, what do I have to offer the world? What does my story or my voice have to offer the world? Like, it's nothing special. It's not gonna do anything. Like, I'm not gonna help other people. Like, I don't get how this is, how my story, my voice, sharing my truth, it's gonna save people. It's gonna help people or guide people. But I finally come to the realization and healed ever since I've started this channel that it actually does help people. 33:02 as I looked up the timer. And me making these messages, and as I'm saying this, my face is getting all itchy. And there goes a dove. As I make these videos and these messages and things for people, I am helping. In some way, shape, or form, I am helping other people. And not only am I helping myself by being my most authentic self and sharing my gifts, but I'm helping other people by guiding them and doing things and by sharing my voice. And so some of you guys might be on social media as well, but even if you're not, Spirit's going to be giving you the opportunities to share your voice more often because you're meant to be heard. You are meant to be heard. Now I'm going to say this again for somebody out there because I could feel somebody be like, ugh, and cringe a little bit. You are meant to be heard. Your voice, your story, it is valid. And Spirit's telling me that there are people out there that need you. They need to hear your story. They need to hear your wisdom. They need to hear the things that you have to say because it's going to give them aha, epiphany moments. And it's either going to A, help them out of the trudges that they're in because you've done it and you've done things and look at where you're at, or B, it's just going to help inspire them to be even more so themselves and just, it's going to help. Whoa, the wind just picked up as I said that. Okay, hold on. Okay, I had to close the door. Of course, I want to be a good person, but it's impossible for me to be liked by everyone. That would be me being greedy. Minyungi. And this one is in black, which I associate with protection. And this just goes to show, once again, you've let go of that people pleasing. You live for you, which in the past you never did. And trigger warning, you know, if you're like me, back in the past, you might have gone through heavy depression, and because of this, you didn't want to live anymore. And the only thing that kept you going at the time was for living for somebody else, because you couldn't handle, or not handle, no, spirits wanted me to say handle. You couldn't handle the thought of them losing you. And so that's why you kept going. But now you're past that point, and you're no longer doing that. You're living for you, and you're looking forward to life. You're looking at all the beauty within. And Spirit's so proud of you, and I'm so proud of you, because that is so hard to do. I want to give you the biggest hug. You guys, I'm being serious when I say I want to give you the biggest hug. You have been through so much shit. So much. And you've still come out on top. And you've still come out on top with a soft, beautiful beating heart, just full of love and abundance. You're so magical. You cannot make everyone think as deeply as you. This is a tragedy, because you understand them, but they do not understand you. People can only understand at the depths in which they understand themselves. Unknown. And this is in pink. And you finally come to realize this, which this once again goes back to you healing those wounds, as well as you letting go of people and being like, you know what? You're not going to change. I accept that now. I accept that, I can't take you in this with me in this next chapter, or I can't keep doing this cycle with you, or the people that are meant to find me will find me, and it is what it is. And the last card is 3744, as I looked up at the timer. Healing begins when you start having honest conversations with yourself. Unknown. And this one is in brown. And with this being in brown, which is, associated with the root chakra. Ooh, I'm shifting as I'm saying this. This is it might be a little bit uncomfortable for you. But you've finally started to, be rooted in who you are, be grounded in yourself, actually look into what you want to do, who you truly are. And I'm hearing from Spirit as well that you've actually started having the hard conversations. And confirmation burp again. Whether you're, having these conversations now, or you've had them in the past, there was a time in your life when you would just hide it. You'd hide it. You'd push away your truth. You'd go, nope, we're going to ignore that. We're not going to look at that. But now you actually look her in the eyes. You face her and you go, okay, I see you. As I'm saying this, there's a fly buzzing around my head, which is the crown and third eye. So just be mindful, Spirit's saying. Just be mindful of energies around you. Protect yourself. Take the precautions that you need for that. Don't focus too much on it. Don't worry about it, because you're fine. But just be a little bit on the lookout. Be a little bit more vigilant when it comes to your spiritual hygiene, is all they want me to tell you for that. They're also saying for somebody out there, be careful what you wish for, I'm hearing, because you guys are so powerful. And you're in such an abundant timeline that whatever you wish for is going to come true. So Spirit's warning some of you out there, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you speak or think. And for the be careful what you speak, they're wanting me to warn some of you out there to be careful what you speak when it comes to your manifestations that you do want around certain people. And that you might be wanting to keep this stuff on the hush hush. I know you might want to share it like 44. I was going to say 44, but I just said 44, so take either of those. But I know it could be really hard to be like, but I really want to share this like great news. Like I just got this like amazing job promotion and everything. And I know, babes, but Spirit's saying in due time. At the bottom of this deck, we have Big Winds Moon, leadership, self-discipline, psychic abilities. Number 18. Mountain lions could be very significant. Also, with this card, I'm getting the solar plexus, as well as the crown and third eye and throat. So those are very significant. Yeah, you've tapped into your abilities, you've tapped into your leadership, who you are, and Spirit's really proud of you for that. Thunderbird Clan, imminent change, life force, rebuilding. Number 7. There's a white eagle and there's a bunch of like purple wisps. And with this card, I'm getting not only just your spirit team, but I'm getting ancestors as well. And there's also like, it looks to be like a moon. So the moon is very significant, whether it's moon energies, the moon in general, but the moon is very, very, very significant for some of you guys out there. You could be working with goddesses or gods connected with the moon, but yeah. Also, I'm hearing right now that there's people on the other side. I'm getting grandmother, there's a grandfather, there's like an aunt or a great aunt. I'm even hearing like a great aunt. There's possibly a father on the other side or an older brother. For some of you, I'm hearing a best friend. But whoever this may be, or whoever has passed on, whether recently or in the past, they're with you and they're heavily guiding you during this time and helping you, and they're so proud of you. Also, musky scents could be really significant, especially cologne. Today I'm wearing my grandfather's cologne, so very significant for somebody out there. The card underneath that they wanted me to... Ooh, hold on. Okay. Yes. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, this is all bottom deck energy. I was just pulling card after card after card. So these were all underneath one another. We have Stone of the Ancestors, Higher Good, Guidance, Choice. Number 14. This is your ancestors. They're there with you, and there's that golden energy. Also, the gold that I'm getting as well might be 4414 from your ancestors. It might be divine protection. So very significant there. Creative feminine force, nurturing, birth. Number 2, Mother Earth. This also goes with the green that I was feeling earlier and the groundedness. We have Frog's Return Moon, building dreams, determination, cooperation. Number 20. We have Grandmother Moon, self-reflection, inner rhythms, intuition. Owls are very, very, very significant in this card, which have to do with intuition. I'm also hearing Athena as well. If any of you work with her or know of her, that's significant for somebody out there. There was a little blackbird that flew above the car. Harvest moon, turning point, preparation, gathering. There's a bald eagle, a bear, a wolf, and a stag here. So those are very significant. Also, Spirit's wanting me to point out the white wolf on the back of these cards. We have contemplation, messages, deliberation, number 27. Long snows moon. There's a lot of moon cards coming out, which moon also has to do with intuition and the feminine side. There's also a bunch of white in these cards, which is purity and protection. I'm also hearing strength. Oh my god, and as I say that, look at the card that's underneath. Purity. Spirit path of the north. Inner child. Innocence. Freedom. Number 31. Trust. Spirit path of the south. Personal space. Openness. Faith. Number 36. And this one is brown. And this is it. You're very grounded. You're very trusting and believing in yourself and on your guides at this time. And the last card that they had was Strength, Spirit Path of the West, offering assistance, meditation, patience. There's 2 bald eagles on this card, a bear, and a white wolf. So white wolf specifically might be very, very important. Okay. They're wanting me to pull some runes to end this reading off. Oh, they want me to grab one more. Alright, the runes that you got were Kenaz, which is luck, Ithwaz, safety, Algiz, friendship. This can also be a great rune for protection as well as abundance. Sawulo, self, and the last one that you got is Ansus, wisdom. Alright, you guys, I know this was a bit of a longer reading, but that's okay. I hope that it was able to give you the guidance that you need during this time. And yeah, stay grounded in yourself. Continue to do what you've been doing. I'm just hearing stay grounded in yourself. Stay grounded in your faith, in spirit, and yeah. I'm so proud of you. They're so proud of you. I love you guys so, so much. If you'd like to book a reading with me, I will leave the information down below for my Instagram and my PayPal in the description box. You can find the information for booking on both my YouTube community as well as the pinned post on my Instagram. Yeah, hope to see you guys all again soon. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Real quick, like before I go, wind and or air spirits, I'm also hearing water spirits are very important, especially since my incense is on a seashell. I love you guys so much. See you in the next reading. Mwah.